Welcome to Bind on Pickup. I'm your host, Jamie Kaos, and with me, as always, is the always late Anie Lace. I used that joke last time too, but it seems like what
You say it every time.
she lives by her own clock. So I
I
figured
always say you only have one chance to make a first impression. You might as well look good.
That is true. So I figured we got to jump in to the World of Warcraft housing PTR. I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about that, give some of our feedback on that. And then I figured because we're heading towards that spooky time of year, it might be fun to kind of put together some type of challenge or giveaway. I was thinking we could probably do some type of transmog competition. We could run that up until probably Halloween to get everyone get their submissions in, and then we could pull a winner. And then there's some cool cosmetic packs and stuff that I think would be kind of neat. There's that blood one that came out, so I thought that'd be kind of fun to give away.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. And also, I wanted to, because I'm really bad about this, I wanted to shout out Rogue Energy, one of the sponsors of this channel. I want to let you guys know right now, if we use, I believe it's !Rogue, and this should be in the description, everything in YouTube as well. So if you guys go ahead and click that description and use blood cherry. If you use code blood cherry, you guys get 40% off. So if you click that link, use code blood cherry, you guys will get 40% off the order. If you buy, and I'm messing this up again. I'm really bad with this. You guys, it's 40% off blood orange or black cherry if you use code blood cherry. I have the infographic too. I should have popped that up on screen. Maybe I'll get that ready for that. But I just want to shout out Rogue Energy. I actually got my partner shirt on right now. I absolutely love them. I need to re-up. So I'm actually looking forward to that 40% off because incidentally, the blood orange and black cherry are both my favorite flavors. Annie is still set up upstairs, but we're going to try to eventually, I think this week, because our kids are gone. So we'll probably be able to do more streams. I'm hoping if the housing PTR is left up, we can also continue to stream that a bit. I did work on some stuff. I wish I had visuals I could set up right now, but I didn't have any screenshots ready. I don't think Annie screenshot anything. But Annie was working on some cool stuff. And honestly, my initial idea for the giveaway was to do a competition where people make like a spooky house or something, like make a spooky room. But I don't think we have enough time to do that. If I had thought about it prior, I would have tried to do that, have everyone do it by tonight, because I thought that'd be really fun. There was just so much.
Can I make a red room?
Can you make a red room? I think so. I mean, when are we getting?
Wait, the ceiling though for the Silver Moon stuff is red.
It is red. It is actually a very nice. I think the Silver Moon stuff actually looks really. If I were
I like
elf player, if I was an elf player, I would be very down with the Silver Moon aesthetic, because I actually thought that looked really cool. I think we're probably gonna have to wait for like some Forsaken style decorations to get like chains and skulls, and I saw someone somewhere
for Halloween,
right, someone somewhere had a coffin. They found a coffin. I did not know this, but on the PTR you can go visit other vendors outside of the neighborhood, and they're selling things. Like in Dornegal, you can go and get books to fill your
oh really?
You can go to Dornegal to get books to put into your bookcase. And okay, we got to talk about this because this is fucking cool. This is really cool. With the bookcases, the shelves have their own individual grids. So like you don't have to fiddle fuck around to try to get the books to snap. Shelves, bookshelves, top spaces all have their own individual grid, which I thought was really fucking cool.
That's fun. I like that. Do you know if like the spines of the books say words?
So I know they talked about, they might, I'd have to look at some of them, but I know they talked about it would be cool because, as you're playing through and as you're going through the world, sometimes you pick up and collect books. They were talking about it'd be really neat to actually take that useless shit that's in our inventory and make that a placeable prop. So I would assume
wasn't there a player that was like, I've been collecting all these books. Do I finally get to do something?
Yeah, I think that was actually on one of the dev talks that they had, where they talked about how they would be putting they're like, that's a great idea. So for the person that had been holding on to that book for the last 20 years or whatever, Good on you. I actually remember, and this might go and be way back.
Find the bank space.
this might actually go back before I think you even played WoW. There used to be a key hook. Or key ring. You used to carry a key ring on your character that held all of the keys that you would get.
I remember that.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of dope. Like, I'm kind of like, there's some of those old RPG elements that I would love to see come back, but also like, I'm sure by now, 21 years later, how many fucking keys are you going to have? I picked up a key today. Oh my God, I got to talk about this too. We're going to be all over the place. If you guys aren't familiar with the show, we originally did a podcast called Tangent to Creation. The reason that was called that was we go on tangents. So expect lots of squirrel moments unless you guys guide the chat. And a lot of you are just lurking right now. Feel free to say hi, join in the conversation, especially if you're new here. But I was going to say, Annie, I would say sometimes she does.
Sometimes I bite hard too. Sorry. Well, all of that was a lie.
So today we were going through and we ran all of our Hollow's End, which is why we are starting the Transmog challenge for you guys to put out something. We'll do some type of giveaway. One of the reasons that I got that inspired by that was, it's Hollow's End. And we went and we ran the Hollow's End dungeons. I went through on, I think, 13 tunes, which I didn't realize how many fucking characters I had that were high enough to actually do these dungeons. Because I thought I only had like, a handful. This is my first time really using alts. I don't play alts. I didn't actually start playing alts until the War Within because of the warband system and how awesome that is. So I already got the entire Headless Horseman outfit. And on top of that, I got the old school mount to drop. The first run. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. I'm done. I'm done.
Like, about time. I got that years ago.
I know. I do. I have the original mask. I have the original helmet for that event, but I could never get the mount to drop. But also, like I said, I was a, solo, like I played one character. I wasn't running that dungeon multiple times. Redeemed an at pick your, okay. Annie redeemed an After Dark pick your poison. Let me see. Hold
I have
on.
the alcohol to go with it. So
you have the alcohol to go with it. All right. Let me see. Let's go to.
The old AI question.
I don't know where the cards are since the flood, or else I would grab the cards.
That's true. They're in a box somewhere.
I'd have to dig them out. All right. So this one, okay. That ChatGPT got a little juicy here. All right. You wake up chained to a bed in the dark in a candlelit room. At the foot.
Didn't I just say something about this yesterday?
Yeah, man, I think we had that fantasy when at the foot of the bed are two figures. One, a stranger, the other someone from your past you never wanted to see again. They both want to use you. Oh my God, ChatGPT, calm down. So pick your poison. The stranger, sinfully hot, dangerously charming, and they know all your kinks without you saying a word. The X, they're furious, jealous, and desperate to remind you why you used to beg for them. 3, twist the knife.
I don't have any of those in my past though.
or hold on. Or number 3, twist the knife. You're not chained for fun. You agreed to this.
Can I pick both?
I think that's what number 3 is. Oh my God, you fucking pervert. You
have to do both for the story. Come on.
I do. Yeah, I think you know what? Why choose? You can just down both those poisons. Jesus Christ.
Make them fight over you.
I was not expecting ChatGPT to get so
that was quite crazy.
I was not expecting to get so spicy. Holy shit.
You didn't answer.
I know. I would say, you know what? Let's down both that poison. Let's see where the night goes.
Who's the X? No, I was kidding.
Oh God, I have to pick one. No. All right.
I was gonna say, I wish I had an X that was that fueled. I don't know. I've only had one boyfriend before Jamie, and it wasn't anything serious. So,
all right. So we'll have to. I don't even remember where we were. I'm all discombobulated now. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. Holy shit. All right. So I don't even know where to go from there. That was such a big side. I don't even remember what we were talking about. So originally I think we were talking about,
houses.
Yes, houses.
In red
Jesus.
rooms.
Yeah, Annie's going to be making a
Is
red
that
room.
going to happen in my red room?
It's not going to happen in your red room. Oh my God. Apparently we're starting an ERP neighborhood. I
haven't had a drink and I don't even know how long. So
yeah, this is going to be a spicy show.
I think the only other time in like the past 6 months was on our anniversary when we went to dinner.
That's true. I mean, we were like, so we're originally from New Hampshire. And when we lived in New Hampshire, like basically winter started in October and then it would finally warm up probably around
and it
May.
would last until May.
Yeah. So really the only thing that you did during that time was drink. And then you were sober pretty much for the rest of the year. So I feel like we're starting to get into, it's starting to get a little cold now now that we're in Kentucky. I still don't think, obviously it's not like New Hampshire weather. We still hit 80 degrees here, throughout the day, but it's been getting around 50. So, I've got myself a nice old fashioned. I got Anie a margarita over there. So one of the plans now that the kids are gone for vacation this week, I think we're going to be doing some cooking streams. I think we're going to be trying to get a couple different streams going. Really excited for that. But Anie got me this really fancy cookbook and also this really fancy drink book. And I was going to make one of those drinks. And then I went through the recipe and realized that it is a very fancy drink book. So I was like, oh my God.
It's coming up on what, like 7 o'clock, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get some stuff to make one of these. And I was like, I don't think you have time for that.
You need 8 blueberries and a fairy's wing. And I was like, I don't know where the fuck I'm getting this at fucking 7 o'clock at night. But anyway, all right. So let's try to reel this in just a little bit. Why do the Blood Elves have such a kinky decor style? I want to know. No, but seriously, I actually really do think that the Silvermoon style is really nice. I wish we could, maybe I could do this. Maybe I'll find a way to, you know what? This is going to go up on Spotify. You guys probably don't want to just like me miming. How would it be miming? What's the opposite of a mime where you're just trying to describe everything? But anyway, we got to talk about player housing. So I know you had some feedback as you were going through and playing around, because you obviously play The Sims a lot. How was that like first go with player housing? Like, as someone who you probably put a couple hundred hours into The Sims.
That's putting it lightly. I think it's headed in a really good direction. I like it. The placement of items feels a little bit clunky, but I think over time that's going to improve. And I don't know. I mean, I only played around with it for about an hour.
You had some thoughts and feelings though about like on keybinds and stuff, or like kind of moving through that. Why don't you discuss that a little bit?
Well, I've done a lot of building in Conan Exiles, and especially after they revamped their building system, I liked the way that was a lot. I would like to be able to not have to, like, for example, if I want to rotate an item, or not rotate, if I want to adjust the pitch of an item, I want to be able to just hold down a key like control, and then from there use my mouse wheel to do it, instead of having to, like, I can't even remember because I didn't really use the keybinds for the other ones, but I was clicking. So it was a little clunky. And then you had to place the item. Yeah. You had to place the item, and then you had to select, like, if you wanted to rotate it or like adjust the pitch or whatever. And then you would put it, like, re-click it again from there. So you had to place it first, I think. And I didn't like that. I like when you kind of fine tune it while you still have the item movable. You know what I mean? Like when it's clicked and you haven't hard placed it yet and it moves where your pointer does.
Yeah, no, I definitely get what you're saying. So like one of the ways it works, and it was kind of awkward because as you're setting things down, you're using like 1, 2, 3 to switch through, using 1 and 2. So 1 being the standard mode, 2 being advanced mode. And then once you get in advanced mode, you have some additional tools, such as your rotational tool. You've got a scaling tool, and you've got like a fine tuning tool. The only problem with that is it's very much felt like it's designed by like MMO players, I guess, where you're pressing through and clicking buttons and doing it that way. versus like it would be really nice to press
It's
shift.
like I'm trying to attack a raid boss.
Yeah,
Place an
right.
item.
It would be nice to hold down. So like say shift, what could be the way to adjust size, control being a way to, get in, like to have
That's what it was, size. I was trying to remember what the different stuff was.
right. Or having,
and then,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, mine's a different topic.
Or having like control to open up like the rotational menu, which right now with the rotational axes, they only have like yellow bands. It would be really nice if each one was individually colored. So like a red, yellow, red, green, blue. So okay, red is for this one.
It's a little tricky to figure out which one is the one, and there's no undo button. I would like a button where you could undo. So if you mess something up or change the color of something, you just click that and it goes back.
Yes, undo would be really nice.
Would be very nice.
Or like resetting an item, like so like you say you change the size, having the ability to reset it to like its standard size or something would be really nice. Again, these are all just kind of like first as we're kind of messing around with the systems. Excuse me. I ended up building like building out a whole orc bedroom. And I want to say I almost wish we could get some smaller rooms. Some of the rooms are very big. I built out the bedroom using these smaller octagonal shape, and I had it in there, and I was like, man, I really would like, I don't want to try to fill out this whole space for this bedroom. Like I would like to have it a little bit smaller. So I would like to see a lot of different room sizes. How's it going, Nuke? It would be really nice to see a lot more room sizes, but obviously for it being the first test that a lot of us are getting our hands on, because obviously there's been some people that have gotten in there and they've tested in
it's
other
pretty good.
alphas. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
I think I'm honestly surprised, I guess, that they can do that with their engine. I think it's really cool. I think another little bit of feedback I had is I want to I don't like the vendor situation right now where you have to go to the vendor and then right click and learn.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus.
Honestly, the way I would like to see it is maybe at first, say you have like a certain torch or something. At first, you have to go to the vendor and buy that item and learn it. And then I would like to, because personally, I don't want to be in my house and decorating and need like 5 torches, and I only have 4, and then I need to leave and go fly to this vendor to go find the torch. I want to be able to just purchase it straight from the menu once I've already learned the recipe.
Oh,
like once I've already been to that vendor and bought it.
I don't know. I'm thinking, right? Because obviously they want it to be a bit of a social system. So they're going to want you to go out to the vendor and spend these things. I can see that kind of being like,
you were saying some of the vendors are like spread throughout all of the world.
Well, yeah, I didn't even know that on the beta, they already have some NPCs that have items available. Like someone had mentioned it. I think I saw it on a Twitter post. Someone was asking like, oh my God, like I built this, but I was like, I want my bookshelves to actually have books in them. And someone's like, oh, you can go to Dornagal and buy them. And also I guess you can craft them with inscription and stuff. But I was like, I didn't even know there were other vendors selling shit. So I guess that's on me. I didn't really explore to look, but I was like, fuck, dude. Like, does that mean I need to go to every city and talk to the quartermaster to find what items are selling? Like, there will be a tool.
I want a catalog so I can figure out. That's, I think, part of it too, is I always like being able to see what options are always available, even if I can't use them. So being like the item is grayed out or whatever. And then have like a little tooltip that tells you like which vendor it's available at or something, so
right,
you kind of can be like, oh, okay, I want to add this, because it helps you visualize what you're trying to build. And I think as far as the social aspect goes, like, I think maybe if you're buying it straight from the menu while you're, like, I don't know if anybody else is like me, but when I'm in the zone, like, I don't want to have to stop when I'm hyper fixated on something and go run an errand.
See,
I just I have a vision in my head and I just want to do it. And like, I think if you want to buy it from the menu while you're in the middle of building, if you've already gone to that vendor and bought that item before, then you get like a delivery fee, you know, because it's getting
Oh
delivered.
yeah, getting them like mailed to you or something. Something
So
like that could be
if
kind
you
of
wanted, so if you wanted to get it cheaper, then you can go like run an errand to the vendor and get that last torch you needed, or you can stay in your freehold and not freehold.
Because I will
Sorry.
say I ran your freehold. Oh my god.
This is what I wanted with the fucking freehold. No,
someone mentioned on our YouTube video, they're like, oh my god, you guys finally got a freehold. I'm gonna say, and
just oh my god.
I don't know.
What are we calling it? I mean, maybe I will just call it a freehold because
it's our home.
Player housing is
yeah, freehold's fine. Yeah, call it our freehold. I do. So this might be a hot take, right? And I was thinking about it, and the thing I like the most about WoW's player housing is that it's not going to end up being for the top 10% of sweaty players that only plan to use it for game mechanic wise. So I actually do like that this system is available for everyone for creative purposes, right? Because so Anie was talking about Ashes of Creation when she brought up the freehold, and in Ashes, plots are extremely limited, right? And I do think there will be people who obviously get them to decorate and want to do cool things with them, but you know that there are people who are just going to get them for the mechanical advantage. Whereas in WoW, these are
then us more easygoing, laid back, creative folks, like a lot of us would miss out on them because
which is what I'm saying. Why I really like this system, because this system is for creative players, right? This system isn't going to be for people who want to min-max to do something in the game. This is for people who enjoy doing creative things in games. And to be honest,
what I like too is you tend to have a lot of downtime once you hit max level when you're in queues. So unless you're a tank or a healer, but us DPS, when we're queuing for a dungeon, have to twiddle our thumbs, or even a raid. If you're doing LFR, you have to twiddle your thumbs for 5 years, or even when you're looking for just a normal raid, sometimes it takes a while. So it's like you put out your invites or whatever and sit there and wait for someone to accept you. And it gives you something to do. Like you can chill in your house and mess with your decor. I don't know.
To be honest, so as we were playing through, right? Because I streamed it the other day, and I was like, when the fuck am I gonna have time to play through midnight? Because I was finding myself, to me, it's such an awesome time sink. And I honestly, because of we have to buy items, it's a good gold sink. And to me, I'm like, I'm messing around with this system. And next thing I know, it's like midnight because I get off stream and I start messing with it. And I start building out the orc bedroom. I start doing these things. And I'm like, bro, this is an amazing time sink. If you want to earn people's subs, like this is an amazing way to do it, because I lost track of time. I'm playing through, and like the next thing I know, like I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to bed. Yeah, I would do that with Conan Exiles.
Shut up and take my money.
No, I know, dude. I would do that with Conan Exiles. I would build my thing, and one of the things
I loved the building in Conan.
Right, and with Conan, we had a private server. We reloaded up a bunch of RP mods so we could add a bunch of different customizations, a bunch of different decor. I made entire castles that would start going through and decorating. I had like a apocryphy building that I made once. I had a blacksmith building. We made a stable. We made an inn with the stables attached to it. Like we've done a lot of those like kind of like small RP things like that. And it was really fun to do. So when I'm looking at like, because like I said, someone's on Twitter's getting all butthurt because it's like, you just want to play The Sims. First off, why the fuck can't dudes enjoy The Sims? To be honest, outside of gaming, one of the most manly fucking things you can do is build a house. Just shut the fuck up. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So I like the idea that The Sims is just a girl's game. I don't know. I grew up playing The Sims. It was one of my favorite fucking games growing up. I also used to play Sim City and all that. So I don't know why all of a sudden like this is now judging your masculinity because you like to create. Like, I'm sorry, dude. If you start to worry about your sexual orientation when you are playing with player housing, you have a lot more fucking issues than sitting down and playing a video game. That's all I'm gonna say, is that Doth might protest too much.
WoW.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That guy blocked me, by the way. That guy blocked me.
Meanwhile, they're already playing WoW
Right, dude, you're already a virgin. Shut the fuck up. Like, just tell me you've never seen a pair of tits in your life. I get it. Like, shut the fuck up. It's just, I get it. There's gonna be doomers everywhere, but it's whatever. I've been doomy with other games. Obviously, you guys, if you've been here for a while, you know how I felt about Ashes and some of the bullshit that they've been pulling. So it's not like I've been there. I've been the doomer, but I'm very excited for this. And when I'm excited about things, I like to be loud and obnoxious and tell you guys how much I'm excited for it. But like, seriously, I am so pumped for this, to be able to be, the creative expression side of it is really fun. Honestly, it's why I like doing content creation. Like, if you guys look at the setup now for our podcast, I made all of this stuff. Like, I like being creative. I like having that artistic expression and setting things up like that. It's a lot of fun. And to be able to do that in a game that I have played for years, obviously we left for a little while, but coming back to this, in my character having
that's what we were hoping
place
for with the garrison.
Right. We wanted garrisons to be like player housing, and they end up being shit.
Yeah. Right. That was what people were expecting with the garrisons.
Yeah,
and then
garrisons end up being a very lonely experience. Yeah, it almost felt like a fucking prison not to mention the content like drought that we had during WoW.
My first experience with the player housing as of like 2 days ago or whatever it was. I'm flying around on my mount trying to find a plot to buy my house, and there was a druid that like stopped by and waved at me and said, "Hey," and then they flew away. And I was like,
someone waved
I'm a friendly neighbor. And I was like, someone was nice.
Well, like, here's the thing. People have been begging WoW to become an MMO again. And guess what? They add, because this is an evergreen system. This isn't a midnight system. I think some people get confused. They think it's just
okay. Hang on, I just got an idea that will probably never come to fruition. But
no, do it. Say it.
Okay, imagine this.
Put it in the ether.
Your neighborhood has a world boss.
No, okay. So
comes to destroy your houses, and you and all your neighbors need to band together to take down the world boss.
But see, we don't know
what them are inactive.
We don't know what endeavors are yet, though. We know endeavors are quests that will happen in the neighborhoods. So,
oh, really?
Yes. So there is a potential.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Right. So there is a potential we could have world bosses or something showing up in our neighborhood, or maybe there's some, like you said, a lot. If they go that full RP side, where they have fucking people showing up and starting to like cause problems in your neighborhood, they're leaving trash everywhere. We gotta kick their asses and get them the fuck out. They try to smuggle some stuff into our neighborhood. We don't want them. Like, they could do so much.
This is sounding a little bit like redlining.
It sounds like what? Oh my god,
redlining.
Annie's got that's a real estate term, by the way. That is making just trying to push certain people out of zones. One thing that someone said, because I got a post blow up on Twitter, which was kind of weird. Like, I don't have posts that get 30,000 views, so this was actually kind of cool. And I got to talk with some people over on Twitter. And they were, or X, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it. I'm never going to call it X. But we were talking about it, and someone's like, what would be really cool is like the ability to have some type of RTS gameplay with this, where I can set my house for PvP and maybe make a barracks or something and have that attack my neighbors. And like, that would be fucking like, obviously a different neighborhood, right? But you're attacking your friends and whatever. It'd be wild for player housing to go full circle, to go back to the RTS, like, origins, right? Thank you so much, Tough Guy, for the sub. Going back to the origins of Warcraft, where that would just be crazy to me. But I do think there is so much they could do with this. They could add class halls for individual classes in the neighborhood to go and get the quests from. They could add guild halls for guild neighborhoods, which you could have a customizable guild hall. I think there's a lot of amazing things that could actually come out of this. And like I was saying, this is not a midnight system only. This is a system that they're adding that they want to be evergreen. This is just going forward. Endeavors, neighborhoods, player housing exist. So I'm like, the amount of things they could do with it is extremely exciting. Like I said, a lot of people are like, well, I want an MMO again. This is adding a social side to the game for you to go and at least be around, because neighborhoods cap outside of guilds. Neighborhoods cap at 50 plots. So that's at least 50 players that you can hang out with every fucking day, see every day, talk to, do fun things with, find decorations with, find like be like, hey, dude, it seems like you just moved in. Here's like what we, here's the HOA rules. If you put goblin shit on your yard, we will mass report you. It's like,
oh my God.
Dude, I already told someone, I'm like, we're going to have a private neighborhood so I can role play as the HOA president. And I'd be like, listen, are those bushes above 150%? You cannot scale those. Is that at 151%? You need to scale that down, sir. Like, I'm like, dude, there's so many possibilities. And like,
well, and you can bet your ass too that I'm going to be grinding that raid boss to get that exclusive chandelier that drops.
Right. Well, okay. So that was the argument I was having with people. Who were like, oh, this is a stupid system. People aren't going to care about it like a month later. And it's like, dude, do you not understand how much RP? Karen. Do you guys not understand how much RP communities carry MMOs? Like, those are the players, your fanatics that do fan art, that do cosplays, that do role play. Those are the people carrying your favorite fucking games. So you're telling me they just add a whole system for those people. Do not tell me that this is a system that's going to fucking die after a month. That's not how this works.
My only thing is I want to be able to do floor plans and decorate like in a separate mode from my actual house.
Yes, because
so I don't want to have to pull everything up that I've already done if I want to redo or do something new. And I want to be able to pick from my floor plans which one's my active floor plan. And then also be able to find a way to be able to create other people's floor plans.
No, that would be really cool. So I do think that they need to create some type, because you know how you can export your talents, you can export like other things. I think they need to add that type of system for the player housing. And I did get into a situation right now on the PTR where I was building out and I have a building. I've got my entryway, and then I have a building, a room off of the entryway. I'm running into an issue where if I want to make that room that I created, like the one I kind of worked on, to be the new entryway, I can't do that. I would have to delete that one, go back to the entryway, delete that, replace it with a different one, and then recreate it. So that's a little frustrating. I hope they allow us to drag and drop and to move rooms, because it's a little frustrating that I don't actually like this room here and I can't change the shape of it without deleting everything. Can't just
move somewhere. Yeah.
Right. So if you were to have, because eventually I think we'd have 24 rooms, which is fucking insane, by the way. 24 rooms with how big the rooms are is fucking insane.
Oh my God. I'm going to have a room for every one of my husbands.
Oh my God. Every one of her alts.
And 2 wives.
2 wives. Jesus. You wouldn't be able to handle that much dick. You know it. All right. Too much of a dick for you. But so
I'm not even gonna say anything.
So what? Why you turning red?
So shut up. So I guess it's gonna be all of the wives then, so I don't have to deal with you as much.
That's true. It's just gonna be you and fucking God. I would like an ability for like us to be able to, because right now I'm all over the place. By the way, we are looking for a healer. If you find either one, we're looking. Never mind. Annie was
Jamie
yelling
and
at me.
I are looking for a girlfriend.
Annie
I want a wife. Jamie says it's too much work.
Annie texted me and she said, "You're fucking up finding us a wife." And I was like, I don't want to talk to fucking people. I do my job. I come home. And she's like, "You're fucking up finding us a wife." So if you are a cleric, if you are a priest, if you're some type of healer, if you don't socialize, don't have a lot of baggage, please slip into either one of our DMs. We are looking, and hopefully you also know how to decorate housing, because we need someone. We need to also be the adult.
No, I decorate the house. Fuck off. They just need to do the dishes.
Oh fucking God. We need an adult. We are now taking applications for adults, because we are just not functioning.
Wait, I think Nuke will be our wife. Okay. Nuke, will you be our wife?
My fucking God.
You just have to do the dishes.
I shouldn't have given her tequila. But no, so like what I do see it really frustrating because imagine you have 24 rooms all decorated, but you're like, you know what?
In game, no, in real life.
No, it's if you're kind of like looking at it and you're like, I really don't like the entryway. I now have to delete 23 rooms to change that shape. That's brutal. So
Yeah,
I
don't
want
like
to
that.
be, because I understand like the limitation at the moment. The limitation at the moment is like you can't just change the shape of it because it's got items in
That's
there.
what I mean,
and the way
though.
it
Like, I
connects.
want to have an edit mode where until you save it, it doesn't go live.
Oh,
So as
or
long as you're in edit mode, your changes don't take effect. So like if you're missing a hallway or whatever, you're not gonna suddenly have it just, you know what I mean? Like someone comes
one of
into your
the
house or
things that
whatever, like it's still there.
one of the things they could do is to allow you to make room templates. So allowing you to just make this disconnected room and then save it and then be able to drop that room pre-decorated. Obviously it would probably have to share or save the decorations, right? But I think it'd be kind of a cool way to
Well,
do
that's
that.
also what I'm thinking about because I want to be able to decorate templates with items that aren't purchased yet, as long as they're things that you can purchase. That's what I was saying with having like being able to buy things directly from the menu. So then that way, if someone wants to buy your template, it's like, okay, well, you're purchasing the template from this player for whatever cost they're charging for it. And then in addition, you need to pay X amount of dollars for everything that you need to purchase that isn't in your inventory.
I feel like that, to be honest, I feel like that's way outside the scope, but I do think that would be a nice
It'd be
quality of
cool.
life feature. Yeah. No, it would be nice. So you're saying basically, because obviously there's probably a lot of people right now listening that don't play The Sims. In The Sims, they have an entire catalog of player created content that if you wanted it, you can click it, download the template, load it up in your game. I do think there could be something cool like that. For me, I think just starting
that's the thing too is your sim has to have the money to be able to purchase all those items because it purchases those items when you place it.
the only thing I see being a problem with that is like because some of the items are obviously either achievement bound or they are tied
that's what
to
I mean though. Like somebody who's creating a template is probably just going to use base game items.
But
If
here's
they're
what
going to
I'm
sell it, they're
thinking.
not going to use achievement shit.
Here's what I'm thinking. In PoE, you can have your hideouts. Essentially, you can download the code and then upload it. And I love the player housing in PoE. I spend a lot of time in my hideout and I like creating those different things and setting things up, especially like where my map room is and everything. I really enjoy having that personalization for my spaces in the game. And I think for WoW, it's just really cool. So excuse me. So I do think it'd be really fun to have that type of system where you can copy the template. And I would like to be able to pre-decorate. I would say pre-decorate's not what I want, the way I want it, but having some type of disconnected room where I could build out everything using the materials I already have, and then maybe save that room to be able to just drop it in later. That way I can create something that is disconnected. So say I ever need to remove that room or move that room, I would still have that available in my template library or something. Like I said, I ran into a situation right now where I have a room I really like. It's decorated the way I would like to have it, but I can't move it to the spot I want without deleting it and having to rebuild it. And I do think that is a pretty big pain point with a system. I think they're going to need to either find some way to let you to drag and drop rooms to move them into different places, or they need to allow some type of templating. And like I was saying, that PoE has a system where you can copy the same way you can with your talents, where you can copy the string and then paste it, and then it will load it up. And like you were saying before, it'd be cool to make these rooms or templates and kind of have a library of it so people can, you can share them or whatever. I think it'd be really cool just for the community of having like, WoW room showcases or something where you can go there, you download the string, you install it. And if you have all of the pieces, it obviously will put it there. Or if you don't have them, it will just remove the items you don't have. And then maybe give you an idea of like, oh, these are the ones that are missing. And I think that'd be a really cool addition to that system.
Or option to purchase.
I don't think they're going to do the option. I know you want not leave the house and be
I
able to
don't
purchase it there.
care
But
what they don't want to do or what they're not going to do. It's about what they should do.
but I will say, okay, so we were talking about this, and I ran into that where I was building a room, and then I realized, oh shit, I thought I had more of these pieces, and then yes, I had to leave, and then I had to fly over to the neighborhood board near where the vendors were over there, grab a couple additional pieces, and then go back. But like if you need to do that by flying out to, say, you have to go to Northrend and find a quartermaster there, or you have to go to I can't even remember what was, do you remember the name of
Oh, that's what I'm saying, is it's a bit of a hassle. And then on top of that too, you have to remember what the item is called. If you have multiple, because most people are going to probably make a list. Yeah, they're probably going to make a list and then have to track down, where do I get this item, and then fly all over the place. I would very much rather, if it's a vendor item, be able to pay like a percentage delivery fee to just be able to get it, even if it takes it a couple minutes to show up in your mailbox or something. But
I think like
that,
obviously
that would be my strong preference, especially because like people who aren't creative don't get it. But when you're in the zone, like when you're being creative, that's a total buzzkill to have to like put down what you're doing and leave it to go get shit, to go run an errand, and then come back to it. And then you're like not in the zone anymore.
Right. And I do see it working. So for vendor items, I see that not being a problem. But like if you run into a situation where it's like a craftable item, like that's going to kind of be a problem, or like achievement items. So like obviously it's going to be limited to.
That's fine. Like that doesn't bother me for items that you can like craft if you have a crafting bench nearby, or achievement items, obviously. But like if it's something that you're just going to go fly to a vendor and pay 50 gold and then have it, like,
right. I do think
buy it from a menu. Like, come on.
Having something where you can, yes, kind of do mail
with an
order.
Upcharge. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe there's service fee or something.
Yeah.
I could see it. Or like a bird, comes, you open your door, bird drops the package off or something. Like I do think you could do some cool stuff like that. I'm trying to get something. Where did this go? So right here, guys, 40% off. Oh my God, it's too big. It's so big. It's a massive sale. That's why it's so big right here. You guys get 40% off Blood Orange and Blood Cherry for the Halloween sale using code Blood Cherry. Make sure you use that code down there below, which gets me a 10% affiliate kickback. You guys don't have to use it. You guys could just go to the website. But if you want to help out the show, if you want to help us, you can use that. We'll get 10% back off of whatever you guys spend on Rogue Energy. I think right now there's a potential to win a boat too, which is kind of cool.
I should get a Bad Dragon sponsorship.
We do need a Bad Dragon sponsorship, but we're going to have to figure out your bad PC first.
Bad PC.
So what are some of your other thoughts with Azure? So Anie was getting very detailed with her build. I wish she had screenshot it, but I'm not going to tell her to open her PC or anything up right now because it probably will cause issues with the stream. But I know, so you were really working on that foray where you're first coming in, and I know you found a really interesting way to use like the large I want to say trees or whatever. They weren't really trees, but they were some type of
because they have open top barrels and crates. So I was like, all right, it's a plant pot. So I'm gonna get some greenery and I'm gonna shrink it so it looks like it's a potted plant.
I think the rescaling thing is actually is a massive win.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
One feedback I did see though, like reoccurring, like as I was kind of looking through Reddit and stuff, there were a lot of people saying that the base size of some of the furniture is very small. And I noticed that with the chairs, yes. Like I'm finding myself needing to scale them up constantly. And someone was saying,
I'm wondering which race they based it off of, because
right. Did they start with human? And yeah,
and the orcs are much bigger. Especially would be even more.
Right. If this chair says Orgrimmar chair, I'm expecting this chair to fit an orc, not some tiny NPC. And you know what I realized too is that like stacked next to each other, humans are small as fuck compared to orcs. I did not realize up until recently. I think we were actually running a dungeon or a raid with Nuke, and Nuke had it was Liberation Undermined with Nuke, and Nuke had his human fight warrior, and my character next to his, I did not realize how fucking massive orcs were compared to humans. Mainly because a lot of the times I've only played Horde. So when I'm in groups, I'm only with other Horde characters. And that's when you start to realize like the Horde are some big boys compared to some of the dinkier races. I got to see what the, what is it? The Kultiran. I want to see how they stack up even just next to like a normal. Yes, you were very petite. It was shocking how small. Like, here's the thing though, too. I think we had a lot of other Horde players in there. So it's like, you guys ever see like the meme where the chick's sitting on the chair and she's surrounded by all the dudes? That was Nuke. Except it's a bunch of Horde characters and Nuke's gets in there. You play a Vulpira now?
Oh my god.
What are you okay? What do you play as a Vulpira? Do you roll okay, I gotta know. Do you roll
I made a rogue?
That's what I
never
know.
leveled up.
Did you roll a rogue Vulpira? I feel like they also got fucked in the story. Like a lot of people say they just got added to add furries. Whatever. There's a stupid argument. Fire mage for Lemix. Interesting. That's a cool. I wasn't expecting that. I think I think sometimes small races are fun. Like I think they can be kind of fun. You don't expect a lot out of a rogue and not rogue, like a gnome. And then when a gnome beats your ass, you're like, oh my god. But like, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, they just added them to like appease furries or whatever the stupid shit. We're moving into the boy who cried woke like thing. You guys remember when everything was sexist and racist and now everything's fucking.
I've said it before and I'll say it again.
Nuts.
WoW is a girl game. They added it for the girls.
That's true. Right. Like, dude, it's for hot chicks and dudes that want to have small characters. It's whatever.
What I'm saying farmers out there.
I really wish the Vulpira got more storyline because like I do like I think it's kind of cool. Like they're these desert dwelling, like almost like what, like jackals. I don't exactly know what exactly they are. I know they're kind of like foxes, but like, I feel
like a Phoenix fox.
My issue with when Blizzard puts in the allied races is like, they don't do enough for them, right? They don't do like, they get the expansion and then they drop out. Like, when's the last time a Vulpira like even showed up anywhere? Like, I want to like, give me more, dude. Give me more of them. Make them show up more. Metzen played a Vulpira hunter with a Robin Hood outfit, apparently. See, that's sick, dude. Yes. Awesome. Oh my God. It's fucking Robin Hood. I think that's pretty neat. I don't know, dude. There's people get so weird about like the animal races or whatever, because they're like, oh, they're trying to appease the furries. But it's like, dude, some of the races that everyone cries for, the turtles, right? People want turtles. People want the Tuskar.
But the Tauren are fine. The
Tauren are fine. The Tauren have been there forever, but apparently, yeah, the Minotaur are fine unless they're in Morning Glory milking farm, and then people whatever have problems with it, I guess. I'm gonna keep bringing that up because it's fucking funny. But like, I guess Minotaur.
I like when men get threatened by fantasy creatures. It's hilarious.
Dude, so I do want to bring this up. So there was someone, we were having a discussion and someone decided they posted this video of some chick comparing women reading smut to like dudes gooning to porn on the internet. And I'm like, just shut the fuck up. Like, all I could think is like, your poor wives, like, you are like finding this you're so distraught that someone posted this, but or like that some woman is reading this, and I'm just like, how you just get kinky with your girl in the bedroom, dude? They if they're reading that, they got some weird shit they're into. Like, dive into that. Why you gotta be so fucking? I don't know, man. This is fucking. I'm gonna move off of it, but it's like, Jesus Christ, man. Have a little fun. Have a little fun. If she's into big centaur dicks, roll with it. I love making her turn red.
You're so annoying.
Listen, you gotta ride them hard, put them away wet. So,
anyway, so that player housing.
No, but I'm saying, like, I would like to see some of that, because they are we ever gonna get half man, half horse?
Which half is which, though?
How would they wear pants? But like, here's the thing, right? So they put in the allied races, but it's like, are we ever getting an Earthen storyline ever again? Probably not. So I kind of wish, like, if they were to put in these races, find a way to like keep them relevant instead of just being flavor of the expansion. Because here's the thing, Haranir look awesome. They're gonna be put in, but right now it's almost sounding like they're being put in as they've been this ancient race that has been there the whole time that predates all the other elves, which is a retcon. They predate all of that. It's almost sounding like they predate the trolls, which I believe the trolls were one of the initial races in Azeroth. And now it's almost sounding like Azeroth may have been their original like primordial goddess. And I'm fine with all of this, but it's like once the expansion's done, does any of this matter? That's the issue. It's that they like to add a lot of this fancy shit in. They put all these new allied races in, and I'm sick of this trope. I am sick of this trope. They were shrouded in mist for thousands of years, and now they've made their way.
Or who was it? The oh god,
is it the Nightborn?
The Nightborn, yeah.
Nightborn have been like tucked away in Suramar for 10,000 years.
10,000 years, and I'm like, that's a long time.
That's a long fucking time to be tucked away that no one found you, and you're right near fucking Dalaran. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Or like, there's just so many instances of that, like with the Drakthir. The Dragon House have been here the whole time.
They've also been sleeping. Yeah.
I get it. You guys need to find, it's been shrouded in mystery. You got, somehow we found this new island. I feel like we've explored Azeroth a lot. We've seen it from space, right? Like in Mr. Pandaria, when we're also, what happened to the floating turtle? What? Where did it go? I want these, answer the shit. Where'd the floating turtle go? Why is it just gone? And then how come it never shows up again in Mr. Pandaria after you leave the starting zone? What was the point? But like it's the same thing with Mr. Pandaria. It was like literally in the cutscene, there was a mist. It's like, please stop doing that. Just be like, we're going to.
It's in the expansion.
I know, but it's Mr. Pandaria, right? Yes, it's literally in the mist. But like, it's fine if you guys just put the landmass there and be like, we sent out so-and-so to go check it. We don't need to, you don't have to just say it was shrouded in mist. We can just have never been there before and we're deciding to go there now. It's okay to do it that way. Please stop fucking like adding the mist thing. It's very repetitive and redundant. Like, please
does it make your tism tingle?
It does, because I'm like, how the fuck did we miss it? How did we miss it for multiple fucking years that island was there? Are we just that dumb? But also we did we just trusted Xal'atath with Mana Forge, and we were like, she's definitely not going to fuck us over. And she did. Guys, I'm sorry if that's a spoiler for you. You should play the campaign.
Us, though. She's like,
dude,
my champion. You can do it.
Okay, here's the thing. Hot take. I think she's a fucking amazing villain. I love Xal'atath as a villain. I think, okay. Someone with a small penis somewhere. No, someone with a small dick somewhere is upset that there's a female villain that's girl bossing. But like, she's got toe rings. She can't be pretty. She gotta be, if she's gonna be a villain, she gotta be ugly. Like someone somewhere is getting, incredibly hot take. Xal'atath is trash. I don't think so. I like her a lot. I think she's extremely manipulative. Oh yeah, we finally do it with the small dick. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm totally kidding.
But here's the thing, right? It's like I think she's especially with the matricide and shit, and getting into I can't remember her name. The princess's head to basically get her to murder her mother. Like that was brutal as shit, dude. That whole thing playing out and playing through the story of that. Xal'atath is a manipulative cunt. Like she really is. And I am all for
Xal'atath in real life.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love, she's a bad bitch. I really, really like Xal'atath as a big bad. I do feel like though, and I was talking to Anie about this, that I did not feel like the resolution of Mana Forge. I felt like it was too quick, but also we were kind of having a conversation of, you didn't used to be able to see the climax of the story until you beat the raid.
You did the raid.
But now you can see it.
The last boss in stories out mode.
Right. Now you can just play through the campaign, and literally the patch comes out. You're able to see the conclusion of the story. You can see the big bad, right, go down. And so to me, I was like, it almost felt like it was too quick. Like it kind of been like, we just heard about Dimensius. Now we're going there and it's done. And I got it done within a couple hours. To me, I was like, that felt really rushed. But I don't know if it's because of play experience.
Quite a while for you.
I mean, that's it's a long time for anybody. But I don't know. I honestly, I like Xal'atath. Especially going back to like her lore, going all the way back to like the old ones and everything. And the fact that like, she's basically the Blade, like she's been imprisoned in the Blade for so long and then she got released. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't like cosmic horror with WoW. And I want to let you guys know that I'm a big Lovecraftian fan. Like maybe not so much all of Lovecraft's work, but I love Lovecraftian style horror, like that cosmic horror, that looking into the void and wondering like what's out there. And I love that a lot. It's just, I'm also terrified that someday I'm going to drift out in space and that's the way I'm going to die. So space is terrifying. And mirroring space is the ocean. We don't know dick about the ocean. So that's why there's a lot of times I don't know why I'm explaining Lovecraftian stuff to you guys, but that's why there's a lot of like octopus, like iconography with the old ones and shit, because space mirrors ocean because it's uncharted. It's confusing. But anyway, I love that shit. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like the whole cosmic horror and fighting all these old ones and everything. Shit gets me so rock hard.
Oh my God. I think it's cool. I like armor sets and stuff that come from it.
Yes, dude. Oh my God. Yes. The BFA armor. I will say that as we didn't play BFA when it was around. We quested through, though we did quest through BFA on Tunes, and it was miserable. It was fucking miserable. But I do think some of the best things to come out of BFA was the horrific visions, the armor sets that they had, Nyalotha. There's a lot of really cool shit that came out of that, and I want more of it. I really do. So I think I could be biased when it comes to Xal'atath because I like her tie to the old ones. Yeah, that shit's just super exciting. Lore wise, there's always ways to bring back all the old gods. We can only hope. Dude, I would love, like, straight up, give me a full fucking old ones. Like, let's go fucking hard into it.
That's kind of what I'm hoping the end result is from Midnight, is that the next expansion is going to be like a, you know what I mean? Like it leads up to the old ones coming back or being released or whatever.
Let's see. Il'gynoth whispers equals great Lovecraftian character plus storytelling. Xal'atath and Xal'atath feet equal you will have to mention my dick to make it more sound palatable. That's true. Like, dude, someone made a macro so her feet will drop down. Like, it's so fucking funny.
That, like, Jamie told me about that, and I was like, no way. I was like, that's not real.
No, like listen, some people love them some Zally feet, all right?
Our thing, and that's fucking weird.
It's fucking hilarious.
I'm sorry to all you feet people out there, but that's interesting.
Like, is someone we finally beat Xal'atath. Is our trophy like one of her toe rings? We just put that up in our. And then
I didn't even realize she had toe rings.
Anie wasn't looking at her feet. I was like, damn.
Where it started was Jamie told me that she had toe rings or something, because we were doing the customization for the character for the Haranir or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you can choose them to have either like animal paws or normal feet. And then you said something about like being able to put toe rings on them. And I was like, why? You're like, well, Xal'atath has them. And I was like, no, she doesn't.
She does. She straight up has toe rings. Which I will say, like, a crazy chick with toe rings is something to be afraid of. I'm just letting you guys know. That
if you're wearing rings on your toes,
that bitch is crazy, right. And she will knife you in your sleep. Like, something is gonna go down. Like, it's gonna be some wild shit.
It's funny. Oh my god.
I don't know that I get it. Like, what don't you, John? What don't you like about Xal'atath? I'm just curious. I mean, I can see it. Like, there's always reasons when people don't like things, right? Like, I'm sure there's people out there who hate Deathwing.
No, there's not.
I was hoping to get more of a response from you. Here's the thing, though, right? And we talked about this the other night, is that Deathwing, I also felt like they did Deathwing dirty. Deathwing should have had the 3 expansion. You hate Deathwing? His dick keeps on shrinking.
Wow.
He does change.
Hold
on. That's sorry. Deathwing does change size like 20 fucking times during the fucking
Yeah.
was it
His size is not
what the hell's
consistent.
the name of that raid? I can't even remember the name of the raid that for
Dragon Soul?
Is it Dragon Soul? Yeah. He changes like 20 fucking and it's like, could you guys please keep it consistent? That was like when you finally do the spine.
Like,
you're like, God damn.
I know, and he's huge.
Like,
and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, Deathwing is one of my favorite dragons. I don't really care for his like character, I guess. I really love his character design. I think it's cool as hell.
I like it, dude. I like this character. I like going through and getting kind of get more of it through Dragonflight when you God, I can't remember the name of fucking raids. What's the hell's the name of that one?
I don't know. Neltharian's Lair.
Is it? No, that's the dungeon. That's the dungeon
No,
in Remix.
I don't remember what that
Legion.
other one is, but
I always forget the name of that one.
Where he's got his like experiments and shit.
Yeah, no, it was kind of cool, like getting a bit more. The thing that I think kind of sucks with Deathwing is that I feel like he should have had the 3 expansion like build up. Like I think that's if you were to look at like what did fuck up with WoW after Wrath, it was the rush in every expansion to create some bigger and bigger bad. I think that's really what the problem was. I think if they had slowed the story down and allowed it to grow over multiple chapters, it would have been so much better. Like you could have had the introduction of Deathwing, right? You could have had Mr. Pandaria, and then you could have had the Deathwing story. Then you could have gone do the timey-wimey shit with Wad and started the Garrosh shit there, right? You could have done that arc. You can have stories where the big bad is looming and doing shit in the background without fully going on. If they go back to old storytelling after this, it would be a huge mistake. Well, yes. Are you talking about like going to just do like a single story per expansion versus this overarching storytelling that they're starting to work on now? Because I would agree. I think that would be bad. You need to develop the characters over multiple, and some people might not care. Like, right? Because we talked about this earlier.
Like
We got
it helps with the build up.
Yes, it's a good way to structure the X.
It adds that foreplay.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? Because Arthas was in, for lack of better terms, he was the Thanos, right? Like, and as soon as you get the snap, and then we beat Thanos and we beat him. You can even look at the Marvel franchise. It feels like they're struggling to get footing after having such an amazing arc. And now it's like they're trying to shoehorn some stuff in and not going back to that same formula. Go back to the same formula. You do the one-offs. You let that grow. There's a big thing looming in the back. You don't keep trying to shove all these world-ending things on top of us. And I think that would be a really good way to do it. I also would like Warcraft 4. Give us an RTS. And I think they could do something really cool. I was thinking about this the other day. They won't do this. I actually don't think this is a good idea for them, like business wise, because no one plays RTSs anymore. But you know how cool it would be if you had Warcraft 4 that runs as a live service, that the events in Warcraft 4 also affect the game. And what I'm thinking is player decisions made in Warcraft 4 then affecting the stories that happen. So like do some type of big scale things. I was kind of thinking of Helldivers, right? Because in Helldivers, they have their planet thing and they have this overarching story and players are actually deciding that outcome. If you had something like that, then transferred over to like, WoW, like the bigger story, that would be kind of cool. I don't think they'll ever do that. I think RTSs are kind of dead, but I think it would be kind of cool. That's just my thought. That was a random shower thought I had the other day.
Good times. I like RTS games. Age of Empires was my first favorite game.
It's so crazy because like they just aren't really like a thing. Like Warcraft now, like if the original Warcraft that came out now, no one's gonna play that. No one really plays, like StarCraft was a big game. No one really plays that anymore. I feel like it's just so hard to do that, right? You remember that MMO Defiance that tried this with a TV show? I do remember there was like some type of crossover, right? Like I think it would be such a cool idea, but I feel like, yes, the execution of it would probably not be that good.
Yeah. But scope creep, is that the word?
One of the things that keeps coming up, and it's interesting seeing this, is that when I've been talking about player housing and discussing this, I've seen other people be like, dude, they could add some type of tower defense mode. They could add some type of RTS element to this. We could maybe have some type of RTS shit that goes along with player house. Like a lot of people are looking like, okay, you guys accomplished this with player housing. What can we do with this further down the road? Now that players are able to place things, they're able to do these different things. Like, I feel like there could be some cool shit that they can now look at the system and be like, how can we adapt this to doing other cool things? Player decisions in game were supposed to affect the show or something like that. It was just bad. Yeah. I feel like a TV show would be not the way I would do that. Let's see. Personally, I'm tired of, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to read it.
No, go ahead.
You can go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I said, personally, I'm tired of retail always being this grandiose thing. I just want to be a no-name adventurer going through Azeroth and helping here and there. I get that. I just want to design my house.
That's what I like about the player housing, though. What that is something I like about the player housing, though, right? Is that we just get to exist in the world. And I like that. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. I like the idea of us just being able to exist in the world again. And I feel the same way. I like being the no name. And then when fucking like Xal'atath is like my champion and like she's like trying to ear fuck me the whole time I'm like going through his story and shit, where I'm like, all right, bump the brakes, Lee, a little bit. Cause like, God damn, she was so sultry in that. I think Xal'atath is the reason we're getting slut mugged back because she is just, is she the
new Lilith? Is she actually the good guy?
Oh, dude, if she was, if
Mommy Zal.
Hold on. If Mommy Zal ends up actually being the good guy, they would have done her so much better than Lilith. Because when we were playing through D4, I haven't played the expansion, so maybe it changed.
Everybody's like, why are we going against Lilith?
Why are we going against Lilith when obviously Mephisto is setting us up? Like you knew, and you're just screaming at your character like, you're such a fucking moron. Like, why are you listening to Mephisto? He's literally the Lord of Lies. What are you doing? Like, I'm looking at my character like, Lilith is trying to free humanity. We know this from fucking fighting Anarius. Like, what the fuck are we doing? And then, so if Zal ends up actually, there's something with her that makes her actually be the good guy, and that this is all part of her plan to somehow save Azeroth, which I don't see it. But that would be great because that means I didn't see it coming.
That would be the twist nobody expects. Yeah.
Hold on. What were we watching? Oh, we were watching Gen V the other day. I'm not going to spoil this, but Gen V had like a kind of a aha moment where I'm like, holy shit. Because normally I see the pattern when it's shit like that. Like I catch it like the second episode that shit's going to like go down. This season of Gen V, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, how did I not put that together? It's very rare for that to happen. So this could be one of those moments where I'm like, how did I not put together? So it'd be kind of good. It's such a good fucking show. Yes, dude. The Boys, Gen V, like those shows are so fucking good. I love the fact that they have them like, because they're opposite, right? So they'll have one season of Gen V and then the next season is going to be the Boy. Like, I love the way they did that. I thought Gen V is really fucking good. I just in general, I fucking love those shows. You know the twist.
I really liked the twist with like just the superheroes are the bad guys.
I do that too. Yeah. Like the
generations of movies and stories of stuff of superheroes always being like,
it's nice to see the fucked up side of superheroes. Yes, I do like. I like that.
Yeah, I did like seeing the twist where it's like corrupt.
Because because the Boys in Gen V kind of came out like around the time when we were starting to get superhero fatigue, and they kind of came about it and did it as a way that relieved some of that. And it was kind of like, I can't remember the name of the movie, but I think it was a Zack Snyder movie. There's one where it's basically like, maybe it wasn't Zack Snyder. It was basically a parody of Superman, but like the kid is an alien, but he ends up being like a complete fucking psycho. I can't remember the name of that movie. Yeah, Brightburn. Is that it? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Brightburn was really fucking good, specifically for that reason, because they took a superhero movie and made a horror movie out of it. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, this is what I know, whatever. I'm not even going to preface tangents. Like taking something where you expect it and then you change it to something you don't expect is just such a good way to refresh things. And I've seen other movies do it with like zombie movies. They'll do a zombie movie where like, what is it? Cargo? Cargo is such a good fucking movie. If you guys haven't seen Cargo, I believe it's on Netflix, but essentially what it is it's this dad who gets infected and he's trying to find a safe haven for his daughter. That's the whole movie. Like, it's not like the hordes of zombies chasing. It's a very emotional movie.
Before he turns and then ends up killing her.
Right. He's trying to find a place to bring her beforehand. And
yeah,
I love that because it subverts your expectation of what the movie's going to be. And I love when people do that. So anytime where like there's a certain like genre and they twist, they put it on its head. I love that shit. It's so good. I don't remember what we were talking about to get on this track. I think going back to like
Xal'atath being the
if Xal'atath ended up actually being the hero, which would be kind of wild. I think since we're on speculation here, I think we're being set up for the Burning Legion to return. And here's the thing: is there was an interview with Chris Metzen, and they were asking him, what do you guys have in store? And he said, "You're not prepared." And I'm like, that fucking Illidan, dude. Everyone knows as soon as you say you're not prepared. Illidan's coming back some point. Maybe he's coming back at midnight. I don't know. Maybe he shows up in the Last Titan. But Illidan for sure is coming back. I bet the Burning Legion's coming back. Sargeras is probably coming back. I think we're about to see some bunch of shit going down. That's going to be, I don't know how the Last Titan's going to end though. Because like, it seems like because the way that they mentioned it, that Sargeras plunged the sword because he was trying to get to something at the center of Azeroth. So what was he trying to stab? Was he trying to stab Azeroth? Is Azeroth actually like going to be birthed into something? Like, I want to know this shit. And then like, does Azeroth get destroyed in the Last Titan? Like, is there a way to refresh? Is to like, it gets destroyed and we go to some alternate universe? Do we go to the AU? Like, are we going somewhere else? And then they get to start Classic Plus in retail? I've got all these things swirled because I'm like, what are you guys doing? Like, I know they're planning something big that's going to be like, holy shit. But I don't know what it is. But I gotta wait and see. I feel it, dude. Especially once I knew Chris was coming back and I'm like listening to the interviews and shit. I'm like, something big's going to fucking happen, dude.
It'll be AI generated.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. There is a game that is coming out. Or is out. There's one you can test that has I think it's an NCSoft game. I wish I could remember the name of the game. I'm really bad with names today. But there's one coming out. They have dynamic NPCs that like basically will change. I'm really excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited for a lot of the
Auto 6.
Yes, I'm excited for Grand Theft Auto 6 and there's some AI tech they're doing. And even Blizzard has some patents for some AI tech that they're working on, especially like with their follower dungeons, stuff like that. Like, I think we're going to see some cool things. I know I believe they've been using AI upscaling for like some of the old textures. And you and I were talking about this because we were in Legion Remix and we were zooming in on their characters. And you had brought up that like the textures on the skin are extremely pixelated. I think you were just making a character maybe. But like, that's something they've kind of been doing is they've been going through and they've been doing a lot of upscaling of some of the old models. And like, you can tell like compared to like the old stuff and new stuff, like it's really good looking. Let's see.
It was the Magar orc, the really dark skin that has like what looks like stony spikes on their shoulders.
Oh yeah,
but they're really pixelated looking. Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is because didn't they get added as allied races in, was it Legion that the Magar got added? When did the Magar get added?
Worlds of Draenor?
No, hold on. When did Magar?
Oh, maybe it was the following expansion.
Yeah, because they weren't in WoW. I remember that. I know that obviously they were.
That's when we first met them, yeah.
So they were Magar orcs became allied races in Battle for Azeroth.
But that's right. Okay. Now that I remember doing that quest line.
But those textures are 7 years old. It's 2018 that came out. So they're probably due for a refresh. And also, dude, the Magyar orc males they don't have dick for like customizations, but I did not realize the male Draenei, they hurt. They need some new cosmetic updating. Like there is nothing for them. Like they have dick.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't. If I went to go make one and I was like, dude, they have nothing.
I made the light forged one with the red skin.
Oh shit! Do both the regular and the light forge get the red skin, or is it only light forge?
Yeah, it's both.
It's both of them.
Yeah, they have better customization options.
Do the light forge? I was gonna say the light forge have better. One thing I'd kind of like to see them do, because like the character creation screen is getting so fucking cluttered, is have orc and then the two options once you click orc. You know what I mean? Like instead of having everything just lined up, make it so they're like clickable ones.
Yeah.
Especially because if we get the Amani trolls, now you've got 3 different troll options to choose from. Like that's gonna get kind of frustrating. And okay, so I don't know if there's much behind this, but I can't remember her position in Blizzard, but she had tweeted out, if we added high elves, what do you guys think their racial would be? For fun, let's speculate. And I'm like,
probably something with boosts to enchanting.
I don't. that seems kind of shit. But what I'm thinking though is, because I think people have been data mining.
Well, they get a couple different things.
people have been data mining the Midnight Alpha, and it seems like we're not getting Amani troll skins, right? Or we're not getting the models for Amani trolls. We're gonna be getting green skin for the Darkspear trolls. Which, first off, fuck the Darkspear trolls. We should have had the Amani ones from day one, because fucking second grade me opening up that art book and looking at the fucking forest trolls in Warcraft 2, and I'm like, those are fucking awesome. And then World of Warcraft comes out. I'm like, what the fuck are these scrawny ass things? Give us the Amani trolls. And I bet maybe they come in the Last Titan. I would be fine with that because you guys are doing Haranir. If they came in the Last Titan, where Alliance gets high elves and Horde gets Amani trolls, I will forgive you for just adding green skin for the Darkspear trolls, because that's bullshit.
Yeah, that's annoying.
There's a lot of people right now that are kind of they're
if they're gonna add a skin color to something, they need to add red skin for the orcs.
Yes, dude, yes. Okay, so I don't understand this, right? I don't understand this of why it is fine for the red skin to exist for the Draenei, but not for the orcs. And one of the lore reasons for the orcs is that if their skin turned red because they were exposed to the fel for so long that eventually they got this blood rage and it made them demonic, right? So it's like almost like you've gone too far back, or you've gone you're too far gone, right? However, there is a red orc that exists in Orgrimmar who is not murdering everyone. You can adjust the lore to give us red orcs with the fucking spikes. Do it. But here would be some kind of cool. Make them demon hunters. That would be fucking awesome. And
I like that.
For their transformation, make them the fucking giant hulking orcs and give them big ass demon horns. You're welcome.
That's sick. I like that.
Hire me, Blizzard. I got you.
All right. Someone clip that and send it to
clip it and ship it. Oh my god. And are you turning into a pumpkin?
Yeah, I'm expiring.
All right. I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing reacts tomorrow. I might stream early tomorrow, but I know there's some stuff I want to do actually playing WoW. So I might do Coffee with Chaos, or I might just stream either Legion Remix, or we might do some other stuff. I'll be honest with how WoW's content pipeline is kind of fucking crazy at the moment. So this next weekly reset, we are getting the turbo boost for retail. We're getting the next phase of Legion Remix. Right now is Hollow's End event that I want to try and collect the achievement for. Like, I kind of told myself this year I was going to get all of the holiday events done. And I'm just looking, I'm like, I don't have enough time to play all the shit that I want to do in WoW And then I was thinking back to like Siege of Orgrimmar and how we did 8 months. We had 8 months of just fucking Siege of Orgrimmar. We had nothing.
Is your job and life obligations fucking up your
Yes, my job and life obligations are fucking up. Dude, I am getting real like quit my job energy. All right. I don't know if you guys know this. Years ago, when Annie and I were first getting together, I just up and quit my job. I was homeless for like 2 months. And my reasoning was I just wanted to go home and play WoW. I just wanted to go home and play WoW.
Been my red flag all those years ago.
It should have been a massive red flag. I house hopped for 2 months while I looked for a new job.
At the same time, I also wanted to play WoW with him, so I was like, "This is fine."
Yeah. So, have we looked at private servers? So, we originally played like when AI first started playing WoW together. We played on a private server. Private servers have always been a gateway for me to go back to retail because they never have the quality that I want, and you don't notice it as much until you start playing through like a lot of the private servers for a while. And it's just, they're just,
I get FOMO too. I don't like missing out on the new stuff when it comes out.
Right. And there's kind of just this level of quality that Blizzard does put into the games. I know a lot of people like to shit on Blizzard, but like there is a level of quality that they put into it. And as you play through some of these private servers, and they've gotten better over the years, but as I played for it, I just always end up wanting to go back to like regular retail. It's always been just this gateway drug to getting back into actually playing the game. Also, like private servers can be shut down at any point. Like Turtle WoW right now, like people are like, oh, I can't believe Blizz is going after Turtle WoW. Well, they also were taunting them for multiple years on their socials, talking shit to them. So I'm not surprised that Turtle WoW is got the lawsuit against them because they did it to themselves. Like, why would you poke the bear thinking you're invincible? And then put out, because they just put out this.
That's kind of my thing too, is I don't want to sink a bunch of hours into something that
is just gone.
Is kind of iffy on whether they have the right or not to be a thing. And then everything just disappears. And obviously that can happen with any studio, even one as big as Blizzard, where suddenly just one day they're like, you know what, we're shutting down. And like everything you put is gone. But it's a lot more safe option than a private server that doesn't have the rights to the game.
I think they would have left Turtle WoW alone, but if you go back and you actually see some of the tweets that they made where they were basically talking shit to like their social media team, like they were constantly poking the bear for years. You know who hasn't had the hammer drop on them? Ascension, right? They haven't been, the advertising too. So like there's kind of a problem there. Turtle will probably relocate to Russia. Here's the thing though. Most of their team is in another country and shit. But they fucked up because one of their dudes is stateside, right? I think that's probably why Ascension WoW hasn't gone down. But due to Rico, that's how they got them on this, is they end up setting up a Rico case, and they have the dude who is in the US. And right now, I don't know if you guys saw, Turtle WoW basically put out this whole statement of, oh, please, like this actually helps you guys. But the thing is too, like you guys have to realize that it's like basically Turtle WoW is owned by like this private server cartel. And like, dude, they rip people off all the time. They're fucking selling a bunch of shit in the cosmetics store. Like people are all upset about Legion Remix, the Mage Tower shit. I'm sure you could probably go to their fucking store and go buy that. Yeah, it's owned by Sheet. And like, there's a few other things like that they've kind of been like seen doing that's not great. So I don't know, man. I just, like I said, I've played on private servers. I do think it's interesting, a lot of the different game modes they do. However, I think like, here's the, if you're just going to poke the bear like that, you fucked up. Like you should just shut the fuck up. Don't be running ads for an IP you don't own. Like, I don't know. It's just, it was really dumb about the way they did it. And like I said, I've tried Turtle WoW. I wasn't in there very long. I don't know. Private server, like I said, they never scratch the itch for me. Like I start playing, it's kind of cool. And then I'm thinking about the tune that I have thousands of hours on and the stuff I have, my achievements over there. And then it just makes me want to go play retail.
What you're saying is they're right. It does it is good for Blizzard.
I also need to say too, like, I'm not a big classic guy. Like I don't want classic. Like I've played classic. I'm fucking so many goddamn times I've played classic. Like, I don't want to play. I'm be honest with you guys. I like the pace of retail's combat. I like it a lot. I like how fast it is. I like the high APM. I like the fact that it's starting to feel a bit more like almost like an action combat. Like you cleave a lot more and stuff. It's honestly one of the reasons why I was interested in Ashes' combat, but Ashes feels like there's combat. It's actually kind of slow compared to what I want. I really like retail's combat. I think it feels great. And I think the thing that they're missing is open world difficulty, which I think the heroic world tier that they're adding and the nightmare world tier that they're adding in Midnight could be the answer for that for me. Because when they had the heroic world tier in Legion Remix, I loved it, dude. I jumped in that shit level 15. I was dying again. I was running away from mobs. I was thinking about my pulls. Obviously, in Legion Remix, as you get stronger and stronger, heroic no longer feels like anything. But I'm like, if I can have that feel with the rest of retail, I'm down. But I'm not someone who like, I don't like playing old shit. Like, I really don't. That's even like the classic models. I don't want to look at classic models. I don't want to look at classic textures. I always said too, like if they did classic, but they updated the models, like gave us the new shit, maybe I'd be more interested. But I'm like, I don't want to be in the past. I want to continue to move in the future. Just like put the cool shit, like do shit I want to see.
All right.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it there. Yeah, we'll wrap up there. So I know we had some technical issues. For those that are listening on Spotify, as I re-upload this, you won't know what I'm talking about. There was no dead air. But thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with us. I'll try to see. I will try to get on. We don't have the kids this weekend, so I'm like, do I really want to get out of bed that early to stream? I probably, but we might actually stream some gameplay. Maybe if you guys drop some stuff over in the Discord. If you guys aren't, if you're just listening and you haven't joined the Discord, if there's a video that you guys want me to watch, want me to react to, drop a video somewhere in there and we'll check that out. And everyone say goodnight to Annie's boobs as she is stretching, and I will see you guys on the next one.
Why do you have to be like that? Oh my God.
Say,
all right. Bye.
I'd say play us out. All right, guys. Have a good night. Oh, I gotta throw this out there. We are going to be doing a transmog competition. I'm gonna have more details soon. I gotta figure out if it's gonna be WoW only. I gotta kind of figure out. I talked to Annie about this because I was thinking about this on my drive home from dropping the kids off for their vacation. So we are gonna be putting together a transmog like competition, and then we'll also be doing a giveaway that goes alongside that. So I'll get those details out soon. This is kind of going to be our spooky season. I think we're actually going to have a Halloween episode that we'll probably do November 1st. I think we'll probably be that. So we'll do a couple weeks kind of leading up to it, doing some fun events and stuff like that. And I think we're going to be trying to do a cooking stream sometime this week also. We'll probably be streaming more too because we don't have the kids this week. So you'll see a lot more of us. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Goodbye.